Hi, it's time to take a look at the different renderers in Maya. There's two main ones, Arnold and Maya Software. By default, Arnold is selected, and to change your render settings, go under Windows, Render Editor, take four, Render Editors, and select Render Settings. That's the same as clicking this icon, the clapboard with the gear on it. Render using Arnold and the different renderers, software rendering, hardware rendering 2.0, which will use your hardware cards to quickly render out your scene at the expense of losing some of the features. Vector rendering doesn't render out vectors, too bad. It renders out the image as flat art. And then Arnold rendering. With Arnold rendering selected, I'm going to hit render. And to get a current frame rendered, click on this icon right up here. This took 53 seconds for something that has some realistic elements in it, but it's not totally realistic. A realistic rendering can take anywhere from minutes to hours, and that's why I usually save the rendering for the last step. It's a good idea to inspect your scene as you build it. However, to constantly render out a photorealistic frame when it's not even photorealistic, every single minute or two, you're going to burn away a lot of your work time. The alternative is switching to Maya's software rendering, clicking this gear, Maya Software. Last one was about 53 seconds. When I click render, it's not going to look anywhere near as nice. However, within 4 seconds, you get the layout of the scene. As a workflow, as you're developing your art, take a look at a frame or two in Arnold rendering. As you're evolving the layout, maybe you're picking a new camera angle like this. It's a lot quicker to move the camera and do a software rendering to see if that's the camera angle you want than to move the camera and then wait a minute before you see your final result.